In this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the brand new TT-BH085 headphones from TaoTronics. That is a mouthful to say, but let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, my name is Tony and this is Talkin' Tech. As I said in the opening of the video, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new TaoTronics TT-BH085 headphones. That is still a mouthful for me, and I've done a bunch of TaoTronics reviews, so I'm kind of hoping that they switch more to the SoundSurge, like the SoundSurge 55, like I just reviewed last week. Alright guys, if this is your first review on my channel, I'm going to be completely honest with you. My reviews are not going to be super flashy, but it is going to be high on honesty and information. All right, let's go ahead and get started on the headphones. So these right now came out, I would say a little bit after the first of the year, around CES, something like that. And these are listed right now for $42.49, I believe, on Amazon. And there is an opportunity for a 5% off coupon before you purchase them. I will link in the description down below to the Amazon ads so you can find them nice and easy. All right, so some of the specs on these headphones. They are Bluetooth 5.0 with an CVC 8.0 noise canceling microphone, so you can make calls on that. It has 40 hours of playable time. Obviously that'll probably decrease with the active noise canceling turned on. However, if you do run out of battery, with 5 minutes of charge time, you can get up to 2 hours of playtime. So I think that is a fantastic feature that has been being implemented across TaoTronics line. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into these headphones and we'll kind of talk about what they look like, and then I'll give you my impressions on the headphones. Do a quick unboxing here. I generally don't do an unboxing, but I do like to open it up a little bit and just take a look at what's in the packaging. So if you saw my 55 video, you know that I think the packaging is quite a bit of an upgrade from the monotone gray. It just kind of makes it seem like they care a little bit more about their product. All right, so this is kind of a first for TaoTronics, at least any of the ones that I've had. This comes in a bag instead of the travel case that I've kind of complained about because it's large. So this is kind of nice because then it can kind of keep your accessories there. You don't have to just carry the bare headphones. All right, let's crack this open. I usually start with accessories first. It's pretty standard in this. So it comes with a little bag here with accessories. And then it is your charging cable here. And this is one big improvement that I think that they've made over the BH022s. Is the USB-C charging. This is something that I've been complaining about for about a year for their headphones. All my other devices are USB-C, and finally they are going to USB-C overall. All right, the next thing was gonna be your 3.5mm cord here to hook up for, you know, older devices that maybe don't have Bluetooth or your in-flight entertainment system on a plane. All right, so let's get that out of the way and let's move on to the star of the show here, which are the BH085 headphones, if I can get them out of the bag. All right, so first thing you're gonna notice, they obviously fold up really nicely. I think that's a huge selling point because then at least you can get them to fit in your bag nicely. They even fold up exactly like my Bose QC25 or QC35, whatever ones that you're familiar with. So that is really nice. The first thing that I'll point out is the design is insanely similar to the BH22s, which I would say is probably TaoTronics' most popular headphone up to this point. So it's nice that they went ahead and redesigned it. All right, so looking at the outside here, the one thing that is great is these pads are super comfortable, and they're a little bit softer. It feels like a little bit nicer material. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure it's not leather. I'm sure it's fake something, you know, some engineered something or other, but it is nice. The headband is really nice. The material feels really, really good, and that's a positive. Honestly, this band is super familiar to me. It looks almost identical to the QC25, and I'll put that up on the screen here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But it is pretty nice. The cans feel pretty good. They're a little bit, it's kind of like a rough feel, but they have a good weight to them. They feel absolutely fantastic. All right, let's go through what there is on the actual headphones themselves. So it's pretty standard here. The volume up button, the power button, volume down button. Now, I did get this to work for pause and play, and then your USB-C charging cord. Then you have here your ANC switch, which only has one mode on these headphones, which is pretty standard for TaoTronics. Now, the one thing that I did notice, I was able to control my computer volume, at least my personal one. I tried the SoundSurge 55s on my work computer and I wasn't able to control the volume. So I don't know if that's something weird with our security or what, but I was definitely able to do that. One negative, I did notice that with this, it wouldn't automatically connect to two devices for my Bluetooth. It was able to do it, but I had to manually connect with my phone. But then I wasn't able to control the volume on my phone, which is weird because usually it's the other way around where I can't control my computer and I'm able to control my phone. So just kind of something to point out there about that. All right, let's go ahead and get into fitment on these. And one knock I'll point out right away, and which I really liked about the SoundSurge 55s, is it clearly has the sides labeled in the cans, which is easy. And you know, in a dark airplane or even right now when I'm on this video, I'm having difficulties looking at it. And don't make fun of my eyesight. It is not awesome, but it's great up close. So it's definitely not that. It's just really, really hard to see on this black band. All right, so when I put these on, they fit actually really nice. And you know how I mentioned how the pads were really soft? It feels really good. I'm actually really impressed. This doesn't feel like a cheap product. It fits nice, and what I have pretty big ears, so what I find sometimes is that my earlobes will get pinched between my head and the pads, and if they're not soft enough or there's enough room for them, they won't fit in there nice and snug. And on these specifically, they fit really, really nice, and I'm actually really happy about that. And it feels really, it clamps nice, but it feels really light on my head as far as like the pads. It doesn't feel like I'm pressing up against something hard. It's not like two immovable objects meet, but it feels great, and I think it seals up pretty well. And I think I would be comfortable wearing these for an extended period of time. All right, so now my thoughts on the actual headphones. So as I said, they're really comfortable. I think the quality is great, and the sound I thought was pretty good. I still think it's a little bit bass heavy, and I know they're kind of known for that. It sounded good, but it was pretty bass heavy for me, and I felt it was a little bit punchy for my taste. I feel like I would rather have a little bit more rounded sound, or like as Bose are, they're a little bit mid heavy, so it's a little bit clearer in the mid range, or a little bit heavier in the mid range, and a little bit less bass. And sometimes those headphones are a little bit easier to tune a little bit better, or better to listen to. I find when it's punchy, it kind of hurts my eardrums after a little bit because it's a little bit aggressive, just pounding in there. So that was one thing that I didn't necessarily like about it. I think the noise canceling is really, really good. Now, I don't think it's on the level of the SoundSurge 55, which has 3 levels, but for only having 1 level, I think it's actually really sufficient. And now with the cups fitting, I think it helps a little bit more for the hybrid. I don't think this is technically considered a hybrid headphone, but they seal so much better than some of their other headphones, and I think that really kind of helps the noise. I couldn't tell a difference with the sound, but I could hear the click, but I don't think it was anything that was actually changing, so that's kind of weird. Sometimes you can hear the sound a little bit better when the noise canceling comes on, but in this case, I really couldn't tell with the music. So I could still hear talking and stuff. So it was pretty standard as far as noise canceling goes, but I feel like it's definitely an upgrade on some of their other older models. Now, as I pointed out earlier, the fact that it wouldn't auto connect to 2 Bluetooth devices was a little bit annoying to me. Some of their older ones would do that, and this one wouldn't. And I was able to pair it with 2 devices and use 2 devices successfully. I just had to go on my phone and manually select it. And that was every time it reconnected. So even if I turned it on and I had my PC selected to a different audio source, it still wouldn't auto connect to my phone. But if I went back into previous devices and selected it, I was able to connect to it and it worked just fine. However, again, like I said, I wasn't able to control the volume. So I personally, I don't think it's a negative. As long as you're aware of that function, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not going to ruin my day. And how many people are sitting at a desk and have 2 devices connect to them all the time anyway? I'm guessing probably not a lot of people. It's something I do just because if I get sent a video on my phone, I don't necessarily want to like disconnect and do the whole thing. So I connect to both devices when you know, when I turn them on, I guess. And so it's pretty standard for me. All right, you know, overall, I really think this is a nice upgrade over the BH22s. I think, you know, they kind of bring the quality up a little bit to 2020 standards, and I think TaoTronics is, you know, a little bit more mature as a company, and I can kind of tell that in the design or the functionality and just the quality in the actual products. I think it's a worthwhile upgrade. Now, if you're looking for more information compared to the BH22, I am going to be doing a video comparing these directly because I'm really kind of curious to see what changes were made. I can, you know, I kind of pointed some of them out, but I want to see them side by side so it's a little bit easier for you guys to hear them. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button. If you love this video, consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure you hit that notification bell right next to it so you know when I post my next videos. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day.